This week at Interior, Secretary Bernhardt announced the Office of Natural Resources Revenue dispersed more than $11.5 billion in fiscal year 2019, thanks to energy production on federal and American Indian-owned lands and offshore areas. That's an increase of more than $2.5 billion over last year and nearly double the disbursements allocated at the end of the previous administration. Get the full story at DOI.gov. Halloween is barely in the books and we're already talking Christmas, as the National Park Service this week planted a new national Christmas tree on the ellipse in front of the White House. The new 30-foot Colorado blue spruce from Palmyra, Pennsylvania replaces the previous tree, which had been damaged by weather and vandals. This year's tree will be officially lighted December 5th. Find out more at nps.gov. Bureau of Land Management's Deputy Director Perry Pendley visited California this week, getting a briefing from state and local officials about the wildland fire situation in California. Firefighters continue to work toward containment goals on 12 large fires in 4 states, but conditions in California continue to challenge suppression efforts. Get the latest at nifc.gov. This week was Bat Week, and Interior's bureaus were all about the world's only flying mammals. For BLM and its partners, it was an outreach event at the U.S. Botanical Gardens, teaching folks about bats' vital role as pollinators and pest controllers. There was also a panel briefing on Capitol Hill to discuss how federal agencies work with partners to conserve bat species and collaborate in reducing threats to bats, including white-nose syndrome. And the Fish and Wildlife Service announced its first ever challenge, as it will award $100,000 for ideas to eliminate, weaken, or disarm the fungus that causes white-nose syndrome. The prizes are available for winning ideas that will then be developed into usable solutions. Find out more at fws.gov. BLM's Wild Horse and Burro program brought something different to the National Mall this week: America's Mustang Virtual Reality Experience. Gave visitors a chance to stand face-to-face with wild Mustangs to see, hear, and experience their habitats, both on-range and at off-range corrals and pastures. Read more about the Wild Horse and Burro program at blm.gov. The Bureau of Reclamation is updating its logo, part of a proactive effort to better articulate the important work it does. The new logo improves accessibility, is more suitable for digital communications, and can be more uniquely and directly associated with reclamation, incorporating visual themes reminiscent of water. Find out more at usbr.gov. Secretary Bernhardt took some time this week to speak to interns on the National Mall, give them a tour of the Washington Monument. The monument recently reopened to much fanfare after being closed for repair since 2016. And our social media picture of the week, as fall gives way to winter weather at Rocky Mountain National Park in Colorado. Before the leaves even have a chance to drop, snow swoops in to dust this gorgeous landscape in a dramatic white blanket. Thanks to Jacob W. Frank of the National Park Service for the great photo. Make sure you follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. That's This Week at Interior.